Okay, yeah, that's the stairs of death.
It's awesome. Look at that. Never done that before.
I'm afraid it's gonna break off. I think it's that ice coating on it. It changes the resonance frequency. This gotta be the most complicated coffee machine ever. It took me 5 minutes to get this coffee out, and now there is no cream, okay? No cream for
Christian
Germans.
is completely stressed.
You have to bring your own cream to France. No cream for Germans. So it's a 13-hour drive for us to get from Frankfurt down to Barcelona. I remember driving from Detroit to the Mississippi was 10 hours. So we are a little bit further than the Mississippi. And we hope it's gonna be 20 degrees down there. And Vera can't open her cup. Hi, I'm Christian.
And I'm Vera.
And in this episode, we take you along onto our overlanding adventure in northern Spain.
Hope you enjoy the video.
We're gonna drop off Philip and his girlfriend Johanna, and they're gonna stay in the BMX area down there, and we plan on going through the Western Pyrenees and the foothills down there in the desert, going some overlanding and hiking and stuff.
So we ran out of diesel at the parking spot for the bike park. So you're happy, Philip?
Yes.
So we made it here to the famous bike park in La Poma, Premia de Mar. In the background you can see we got the ocean, and then they have dirt and also concrete up there. And Philip is gonna spend 7 days here while we go overlanding in Spain. Look at that. Yeah, very cool. I checked us into a business hotel here in Barcelona. You know, one of those hotels where you only have Chinese business people here visiting. And our car is definitely the coolest one in the lot and almost the only one. I think we got the first overlander in this parking garage ever.
Here, it's beyond the line. And here also, I would be so screwed. And look at that, there are so many parking spots free. Available, and someone parked behind me, and now I can't open my tailgate. Yeah, still not spectacular. Also not spectacular.
So Spain does have a little bit that Nevada flair from the landscape and how the roads are all done. So of course she forgot to fill up her wish-wash fluid. This was €9 and it's only to -9, and it is 5 liters. Even so, this looks less than 5 liters, doesn't it?
Okay, dinosaurs roamed in this area.
So the composition of footprints requires that dinosaurs walked over a soft sediment, and later on another type of sediment solidified over it, okay?
Look at my new shoes.
You can see the dinosaur eggs
The dinosaur egg.
Oh, I have to scrape the ice off the display so I can outsmart everybody. Okay, most of the eggs are 18 centimeters in diameter, and the eggshell has a wall thickness of 2.5 millimeters.
That is sick.
I need more smart stuff.
Okay. And now our off-road track begin. I think we have like 29.5 kilometers off-road track. Didn't crash it. Next time I bring my mountain bike. I'm so glad we found that track.
Wow, check out this amazing landscape. Just absolutely incredible.
Sierra de Bourmont.
Okay, that's the same trail where the outfit was a couple of weeks ago when you are following their channel. Whatever that is, but I'm sure if it would be in Australia, it would kill you.
So we're airing down. We actually did not mount our off-road tires. We mounted our brand new winter tires because it's a 14-hour track, 1,200, 1,300 kilometers, and you expect ice and snow on the road in order to get here.
really sweet. So that was a 60-kilometer off-road track. Really incredible. And we are in the middle of Europe. Yeah, I call that tiny Utah. We had to stock up our supplies in precious daylight, okay? That's the one commodity we don't have here. She even bought sparkling wine, okay, for New Year's Eve. And I bought me Nutella because we forgot that. We gotta hurry up because the sun is setting and we have to make camp in some ghost town, which is still like 40 kilometers of dirt road track from here. So we are on our way to this ghost town over here.
That someone lost a muffler here and a shoe. Christian's playing with his drone. You believe that area? That's the high Pyrenees. We've been there in the summertime 3 times actually. A couple of years ago when we first bought our Discovery 3. So our new drone definitely has more bings and bongs than any Land Rover.
So this is our first ghost town out of many we're gonna visit, and this is only a small one. So I'm wearing my work safety shoes, okay, with steel toes, simply because they are the most comfortable and I'm used to them. So never go to battle with an unproven weapon and change your shoes just before the vacation. There's the next ghost town over there. Wonder if this road passes by that one too. So we got an early morning low light application here. Vera already made breakfast. It was very chilly, -5 degrees, but our diesel heater held up until the morning, until the power went out. Must be something with red is black and plus is minus, you know, done by a professional electrician. Whenever you have a new camp experience, you realize what you're missing. So this time I was missing for the first time like a fold down table here on the side. We don't have a light here on the back of our hatch. The reason is we haven't done any really camping in the dark, you know, in Europe. In the summertime, the sun,
till 10 o'clock.
yeah, even till 11. We got a 4-hour trail to do before we do a 4-hour hike.
Oh.
So that's already more than we have daylight. I'm gonna spare you now my Spanish, but here's the hiking trail we're gonna do, okay? And it's gonna take us to a canyon, then to some wall where we gotta walk down the stairs, and I'm afraid of heights. And you can all see where we at. Let's go, my dear.
Yes. It's actually the first real hiking we are doing.
Okay. I guess we didn't hike for a while because this is the adjustment of my backpack from last year. And it don't work. Maybe it's the jacket, okay?
Yeah, I think it's a puffy jacket. I got Christian a puffy jacket.
So this canyon is rated as the most underrated canyon in Spain and most unknown in Europe. But it's also called the Little Grand Canyon of Spain. Okay, it feels like in a Jerry, Arizona video. So you have to show me the finger. So nothing spectacular so far. Just a lake in the canyon and some really steep walls and a quite happy Vera. Yep. And I don't want to translate all of that babbling you're doing.
Actually, it feels like Bryce Canyon. I know, it's not the same.
Oh boy. Now one reason why there are so many ghost towns around this artificial lake here is because when it got dammed, the little towns lost the habitat on the bottom of the lake today. And they used to harvest their crops and stuff, and that kind of eliminated their basis of life. This is where we gotta go down. Check this out. So I came along here, okay, and then look at this. This is not according to German quality specification. Okay, I'm sticking to the wall here. Okay, yeah, that's the stairs of death.
It's awesome.
That is nice. Okay, check. Isn't that one of those I almost crashed my drone in yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, she got partially undressed already.
Yes.
So there's the second one. That's quite high up, and I'm afraid down there you can't see it is the bridge. So for some reason we gotta go up there to get down there. No eating burgers on the stairs, no smoking, no climbing up on the side. Yeah, she almost doesn't fit through. Oh boy. Angel's Landing my ass. Take that, Jerry, Arizona.
Hey, we love Angel's Landing.
Yes, one of the best hikes in the US, but this one beats it easily. And there's no crowd. We're alone here. Big winged animals. What are they called? Oh, birds, I see. Okay, come on, we have a few more to go. Oh, this stairway? Check. And I didn't need a burger to get up. And now we gotta hike back down to this rock formation here, because that's where the suspension bridge is going to cross, and then the trail goes along there. You can see it carved into the rock over there. Okay, I vote for mules. They should introduce mules to this trail like in the Grand Canyon. You know, I'm 53. Okay, we made it to the suspension bridge. I could say now that Vera had to stop to eat something, but it was me. So this is the last stretch of the trail, and you can see how it's carved into the wall over there. That's not funny, there's only a rope on the side. We're probably like 2.5 hours into this trail now.
Yes.
So, and back is all this elevation gain and drop again.
Next corner.
Oh. So we reached our turnaround point. This is now getting all wider again in the canyon. And we gotta go back.
7.5 kilometers.
Oh my God.
There's like a traffic jam on the stairway.
Yeah, it's like on the Hillary step.
That's what I wanted to say.
And this time I'm gonna walk it with the camera. So if I drop it, all our footage is gone. We're still not up to the Hillary step yet. Jesus, I mean the stairway of death. Okay, we're back up on the stairway of death. And now we gotta walk them back down without any major incidents. And then it's one more of these. And the hike back up to the car. This is quite a drop. And I gotta say, walking down is much harder. I gotta put the camera away. I put on new underwear this morning. I think that was a waste. Oh boy. This is definitely a memory of life.
Yes.
Back to the first stairway. And you go first, okay? and survived. So the stupidest thing I did today was carrying a Coke all the way in and almost back out until I remembered. And now I unpacked it and guess who got it. So the last few into the canyon before we get back to the car. We made it back. I had my doubts at one point. Okay, this is a pleasant sight.
Haven't seen a fox in a long time. Wonder if he has rabies. Usually they are pretty shy.
Yeah. Looks like a waterfall.
So those are the signs of overlanders which do not respect historic sites, right? It's gonna be a cold night. Yeah, we are here in the ghost town Finestres, and that sign is old.
Now this town was abandoned in the late 70s. That's when the last few old people had to move out because they could not sustain alone anymore. It never had electricity or running water, and that was another reason why the younger people just abandoned it. So we reached a nice camp spot here. This is really hidden and it's up on the mountain. Little tight here in the bushes, but it will do. And I hope Vera is gonna make some sausages. Are you gonna make some sausages?
Iberian sausages.
Yeah.
Not German sausages.
Okay. Okay, I got that problem with the tailgate light solved, as you can see here. See, the trick is you just put your light fixture right on top over the glass here. Isn't that awesome? And I got the diesel heater going, and we're gonna watch an episode of Yellowstone now.
Yes.
So is it cold enough for you this morning?
Yes.
Our Gold Zero, which is I think by now 4 or 5 years old, sustained the entire night really good running the diesel heater. It still got 40%.
The diesel heater was basically running all night.
Our diesel heater is installed in our rooftop box. There are multiple videos from us. Oh boy, this is all iced up here. Gonna close this up. This is really the only annoying thing on our rooftop tent is that you gotta put this top on. And that's a lot of work.
Heading down the trail from our camp spot. I'm not getting out yet. I'm still freezing cold.
So I started with the drone, but you can see there's ice built up on the blades here. And it gave me an engine fault in the middle of flight. Wow, some really nice rock formations there. It's definitely like in New Mexico. Except that you got an old building everywhere. And I put Vera in the driver's seat because I'm gonna plan on flying the drone while we drive.
Oh my god.
Ghost town up there. It got a magnificent church, but it's closed. The town is called Castellenas and it was abandoned in 1970. Also because there was no electricity and the old people who lived there could not sustain themselves anymore. Okay, see here you gotta watch a little bit your tire placement.
Exactly.
There you go.
So all you
See?
have to do is engage a little bit.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, all you gotta think about is the tires.
Yes.
The vehicle does not sustain any damage.
I'm afraid I'm gonna flip it.
After. Oop, I'm getting a Texas car wash. Not going forward here. So luckily this is only forbidden for Volkswagen Bulli and for tents and not for Land Rovers. So we are okay here to park. Oh, so it's so nice here in the sun. And we're gonna check out where we're gonna go next. A little bit more momentum. There you go.
They heard us a mile away.
Definitely looks like Utah.
Yes.
Okay guys, we don't show how to make coffee, but it must be allowed to drink coffee. You know, we're like on a little hilltop here. There is of course an old ghost town. I think it was a monastery. And now we're gonna hit the next trail here very soon. This one took us a long time through this kind of a landscape here. All on gravel and actually also a lot of dirt. Was meinst du?
Ja, da geradeaus.
Ja?
Ja, ja. Soll mal helfen? Ja.
Anna aus Deutschland oder was?
Ja, und ihr müsst hier schieben?
Wir müssen auch nach Montesquieu, ja? Es sind noch 1,5 Stunden.
Okay.
Da wird's dunkel. Und ihr zwei, schaut ein wenig im Gelände rum.
Genau. Wir wünschen euch noch eine sichere Reise.
Ja,
Ja,
wir sind hinter der Kuppel da.
Yeah. There's another ghost town. I think that's where that German guy lives.
Definitely not SG2.
Definitely not an SG2.
Whoa.
So good morning. This was a cold night, but with the diesel heater as normal, no problem. So we are here in the Sierra de Beaumont National Forest, I want to say. And it took us quite some serpentines up here in the dark yesterday. We made it up here about an hour after sunset and it was already pitch black. And as soon as we found a flat spot, we set up the tent. And now we got a long trail ahead of us, about 5 hours, going through that national forest.
It was -5 degrees. Without a diesel heater, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, it would be brutal,
It
okay?
would be brutal.
The problem is actually not the cold. The problem is the moisture in the tent. With the diesel heater, you can dry this off in the morning really easy. You just, set it to full power, like I got right now. And then you wait 10 minutes and the tent is completely dry. And also during the night, it stays relatively dry on the inside. There is hardly no moisture. So we're already at 2,000 meters of altitude. Oh, this is beautiful. Made it. That's always the tricky part. Oh boy, this here is only like 500 yards further from our camp spot. Here inside there is like a nice fire pit. And it's all clean in here. Oh, beautiful.
Back there. So these are deers.
These are deers? And is there hunting season?
It's hunting season.
So I'm gonna give you guys a trail recon now. Now this is what it is all about. You break up camp early in the morning and then you make your way through the pristine forest. And it's crisp cold and you got a beautiful landscape. And you also got a good cup of coffee made by Vera. And we don't show you how. The only thing you hear up here is our 6-cylinder diesel engine.
So I got my GPX track here, which means we cannot get lost.
So this is about a 4-hour to 5-hour trail if we go in this speed here, just cruising along with a cup of coffee. And I bet we're not gonna see a single other vehicle.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yes.
So these are all box trees, okay? The stuff you use in your garden and put it around your flowers and they only grow like 30 centimeters high. Here you see them in their natural habitat and they grow really large. So they are very, very old.
So I don't know what's killing those box trees here in Spain. In Germany it's a caterpillar, but the caterpillar eats the leaves. Oh, it's icy again.
Wow, look at these serpentines here on the map. I think I'm gonna let Vera drive them.
Oh my god.
There's a boulder field in the middle of the forest here. We got one of those where we live.
This is an awesome valley. Look at all the agriculture down there.
Yeah, I gotta focus on this trail.
Oh my god, it looks like Ophir Pass.
Yeah, it looks like Ophir Pass. That's
Oh my god.
go in.
So the tough ones are coming. Oh, that looks really... it's too easy for that car. Too easy for my car.
Look, they even carved a hole into the rock so you can make it.
Oh my god. Perfect. So we lost the drone yesterday because Christian wanted to fly it while I was driving the car. He's not allowed to do that again.
So we in some little Spanish town, just got down from that trail, and we're gonna try a Spanish burger now, see how that is. Now we're gonna have one happy Vera, because she found French fries in the middle of Spain.
And these are actually really, really good.
Beautiful old Land Rover here. Look at this little door. The people living here do not own a big sofa, that's for sure.
And up we go again. Just about 1,000 switchbacks. The vultures.
So I think we almost made it up to the col here, and that's the maximum amount of snow we have. So we're lucky. There we go. Yeah. We camped here at 1800 meters of elevation on this mountain pass, and now we want to go on a morning hike to 2600 meters. At least that's the target. What do you think? This is like 5 hours up and down.
Well, we'll go as far as we want and then we'll turn around.
Wow, we're sure gaining elevation quickly. Our car is down there. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to turn around because this trail is just not a trail. It's basically climbing straight up the mountain, and this gravel is just too dangerous and too steep. And before we slip, and we only made it like 1/4 and the car is down there, and it took us already an hour to get to here. Basically no trail visible. We see like a little stone pile every 15 minutes, and the rest is like find your way through the bushes. This trail is basically like you would be hiking in Texas or in Australia, okay? Because everything on the trail wants to kill you. Everything looks like kind of harmless, but once you touch it, it got thorns, sharp edges, corners, it rolls away. We made it back down, okay? We sure didn't reach the summit. So here's the diesel heater on the side of our rooftop tent. It's installed in our rooftop box and it's blowing the hot air. And in these really cold nights I gotta go to basically level 3 or 4. And here is my light, you can turn that on and off. And I got a charging port here, and this whole thing I basically just unclip it and put it away for the day. Open this up, it's still dark outside. And over here. There's the rooftop box. And open this up. So you can see there's my little diesel tank, which is just enough for one night. And there the heater is running. And it's really easy to load up the rooftop box because all I got to do is throw it out here through the window into the box and close it back up, all from up here. I don't even have to go down. But I got to turn this thing off and let it cool down now. There we go. See, there's the fuel level. You can see it's quite down. Yeah, I got about a third left after running it whole night. But the very best thing on that setup is that I got somebody automatically making coffee and breakfast while I'm cleaning up here. This works without doing any command or pushing a button. So this is all packed up, and all I gotta do is close it here. We got definitely frost here. Ooh, that was good. So our tires have not sustained any damage so far. That's good. I tell you what, the one thing this car needs new is a windshield. Because it's just so badly scratched that it's hard to see anything if the sun is straight up against us. This is our first mountain pass for today. And it's 1800 meters of altitude. And it's not even 10 o'clock. That might be the end of this track for us. That looks like a good way to tip over your vehicle. But going around here, we can't risk going around here. This is too tight of a turn, and it's just the tracks are too deep. It's gonna turtle, and there's absolutely no way to hook up the winch here anywhere. And then here, if we go this way, it's definitely gonna tip over. It's gonna slide here and either gonna turtle or tip over. This is at least like a 8 feet drop. So that ends this mountain pass for us, and we gotta turn around.
Stop. Yes, very well.
So that's the downside when you travel alone and not in a convoy with different vehicles. You know, you can't risk as much. With multiple vehicles, it would have been at least worth an attempt to get across it. It would be possible to winch back out with a second vehicle, but if you're all alone, it's not gonna be worth it. If we get stuck, the recovery would take probably the entire day, if not longer. We would have to pay some local to drive up here and let us hook up our winch or whatever we would do, get a tractor up here. Definitely ruin the rest of our vacation.
Yeah.
So we rather go back down and do another attempt to this pass.
And don't comment, oh, it looks all doable. Remember, an action cam is a wide angle camera, so you cannot judge from the pictures.
We got lucky so far because most of the passes we attacked were snow free. They had like only a minor amount of snow left, and we don't want to push our luck here on the second of the last days we have.
Yes, and we are in the middle of winter, though it could be that it's snowing tomorrow. So we were really lucky that the weather was so nice. No snow, always sun. I haven't seen that much sun since July.
So this is the pass which was blocked right around here, and there is an alternative route going here through the valley, and it gets us to the same target point. A bit tight here, and oh boy. Yeah. Bit tight.
Oh my God.
Oh, I need the small gear. It's too steep. Oh jeez. How much room is on your side?
And down here.
So this track is almost more challenging than the mountain pass.
Than the off-road tracks, yes.
It's so damn tight. That was a tough and tight trail to get up here.
But look at that area, and that is what Google told us. We thought it was a road, and Google sent us on the best off-road track. It's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully we're not gonna get arrested, because that is definitely a bicycle trail. Damn, this is also impassable. This is a complete sheet of ice. Can't even walk here, and it's extremely steep. Probably like 18%. Ah, damn it.
And that's where Google sent us. We have to go through here. And
And
wait a second. I think here. Yeah. Is that tight? Oh my god. It doesn't look as tight once you're outside. Oh, oi, what are you doing? Now look at that. Scenery is changing. We are getting closer to the ocean. Here, mountain biker. So the track here is not as narrow as the one we had in the morning.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing here.
So let's see if it's open. I think so.
So there is a huge old fortress up there. We're gonna check that out, of course. Ah, that's quite a nice castle. Or fortress. The first door is locked. Let's continue on. Robin would now admire this forging here. How this is all done.
So all of these trees look harvested. It looks like it's a cork tree. That's a German word.
This is really magnificent with these trees. So we decided not to risk it. This is 1.9 meters and they are not kidding with their width of the road. Yeah, this is where we would have come out, but we went around town.
Oh yeah, I took a wrong turn. That happens. There's the ocean, the Mediterranean Sea.
We made it.
We made it.
So tonight we got to stay in a hotel and we're gonna have to look here in town for something to eat. So I just had the magic idea what to put into Google to find some food here. If you don't know any Spanish, you just put in pizza.
The problem in Spain is we don't understand anything. So in a restaurant we tried. We don't understand anything.
And what I had was horrible. Oh, I'm so smart. So if you're in Spain and you don't know what to eat, okay, and you don't know the language, just say pizza to Google. And I think our hotel is that tall building over there. So we're leaving our parking spot here next to the Land Cruiser. We made it back home yesterday evening at like 10 o'clock. It was a 1,300 kilometer drive back from Barcelona, right?
Yes.
And it took us about 14 hours in total with breaks.
Yes.
And in total we did about 4,000 kilometers and we ran about 450 liters of diesel through the vehicle. Okay?
Including diesel heater.
Yeah, equating to this much CO2.
Oh my God. For our off-roading part of the vacation, we used the Piston Crew road books.
And we have, of course, no relation and we don't know the author and we bought
Yes.
those books.
And they did a really good job. If you're going to northern Spain and you don't prep, you buy those 2 books, you download the GPS tracks, and you can follow them.
They made our vacation possible. Without those books, it would have been a lot more difficult to find those trails. And we are not going to share any of these electronic tracks. If you want to have any of this information, just find those books in the internet and buy them, okay?
Yeah.
This way you support the author and his team, and they needed to create this. They also invested money into this. I certainly want to thank the author for providing this literature for such an affordable price, and it made our vacation possible. Now we gotta unload our vehicle and take the rooftop tent off because it's probably quite moist on the inside.
Yes.
And we gotta dry it.
And it's still January 3rd or 4th, and we're not gonna go camping for a while now. We took our chainsaw. We almost needed it because a storm hit through one of those areas previously. What we forgot was an adequate spatula.
And we should have had snow chains.
Snow chains, yes.
Okay, that would have made things easier in some spots. So, but we learn from each trip we do and then we upgrade our vehicle accordingly. Most of the things the vehicle has, like the winch and so on, you typically don't need this, but it allows us to enter certain trails we would not be able to enter without this kind of equipment, okay? And we certainly don't need a snorkel. But if you park next to a Land Cruiser, you want to have a snorkel so you can look cooler than he does. I think that's it for our Spain overlanding video this week. I hope you enjoyed it a lot and
We'll see you next Sunday.
good.